Hey there, it's your friendly neighborhood inventor, Gary Schuster, and welcome to another episode of Innovation Cafe. So, there are some sayings that we teach kids and that we tell our creative teams that are just counterproductive, and we should just stop saying them. And the first one, the one that I would put bells on if I could to tell people please stop using it, is think outside the box. Apple had it right in their ad campaign, think different. That's good. There's no frame of reference there. Think outside the box does have a frame of reference, and it's not a good one. The further away your solution is from the box, the better. You will be evaluated eventually at how different your solution is from the box. I mean, you're almost instructing them, please give me the inverse of the box. You don't want to do that. You want them to be free. And let's explore this a little bit with what kids do. Okay, if you have a kid who say your kid wants a car for their birthday, a little ride-about car, and you can't afford it. Okay, that kid might be disappointed on their birthday, and then they'll look around, and the box that their other toy that you got them came from is a pretty big box. And so what's that kid gonna do? I mean, I think we all know the kid's gonna grab a marker, right, make some wheels on the side of the box, and draw a little steering wheel on it, and the kid has a car. Literally, the solution for that kid's problem is the box. And so why we tell people to think outside of the box is beyond me, because we're giving them a preconception of what they should be accomplishing it. And that's just not, don't tell them how to solve the problem. Tell them what the problem is and cheer them on as they solve it. Okay? And so think outside the box. It's not a helpful creativity booster. Okay? Number 2, necessity is the mother of invention. No, it's not. Necessity is the mother of shortcuts, of cheating, of stealing, if something is necessary, you will do whatever to get it. Necessary, wow, that's a pretty low bar. When something is necessary, if water is necessary, I'm going to head to the nearest water fountain. It doesn't make me more creative that it's necessary. And, think back to the kid with the box. There was no necessity to have a car. The kid just wanted a car. So creativity is the mother of invention. Thinking differently is the mother of invention. There are a bunch of mothers of invention. The what they call the imposter syndrome, and I call the imposter superpower, is a mother of invention. Thinking like a child is a mother of invention. Absolutely, though, necessity, not a mother of invention. And stop saying that, please. There's another saying that we should really stop using, which is we want something disruptive. We want to disrupt the industry. And you hear this all the time in Silicon Valley. Techies always want to disrupt things. Well, that's a really bad approach. Henry Ford famously said, if I'd asked people what they wanted, they'd have said faster horses. And of course, he invented the car. Now, why is that relevant to disruption? Because faster horses would have disrupted the horse and buggy industry just as much as automobiles did, initially at least. It would have been disruptive, but disruption wasn't the goal. The goal is to make a better product, and if it happens to be disruptive, so be it. You can't let disruption stop progress, but disruption is not progress by itself. It's not a goal. It's a side effect. Treat it as a side effect. You don't lead with it. You don't say, I really hope to throw a bunch of people out of work today, so let me come up with something that'll do that. Instead, you say, I'm going to come up with something really cool, say ride sharing or Airbnb. And that actually disrupted the taxi industry. That disrupted the hotel industry. That's a side effect. It's not the goal. Don't start with the goal of breaking things. Start with the goal of building things. And if things break as a result, so be it. Here's the craziest one. Okay, the craziest one, we have to stop doing that. Okay, don't reinvent the wheel. Son, don't reinvent the wheel. Just do it the way that you've been taught. No, we don't do that. we do reinvent the wheel. Think about it. The wheel is possibly, probably, almost certainly the most valuable invention humans have ever created. If you ate food today, that food arrived at the store or the restaurant on a thing with wheels. If you flew anywhere, landing gear, wheels. I mean, wheels are also at the core of gear systems, so most machines wouldn't work without the concept of a wheel. If you can reinvent the wheel, man, you've invented one of the most valuable things that you could come up with. So yes, reinvent the wheel. Please reinvent it. If you can come up with a wheel that has 10% less friction with the ground, I mean, the amount of fuel that would save alone, I mean, you got a 747 you can buy to fly around on with the money that you'll make from that, and humans will all thank you for it. So just because something is known to be done in a certain way and we're pretty comfortable with how it's done does not mean we shouldn't improve on it. This is Gary Schuster, your friendly neighborhood inventor. You've been watching the Innovation Cafe. Please go ahead, give this video a like, give me a follow. And so, Innovation Cafe signing off.